All right, guys, game wrapped up maybe 20, 25 minutes ago. Kind of what I expected. I mean, the path that we took to get there was a little different than maybe I expected, but at the end of the day, the Seahawks made some plays. The Seahawks played well in some areas. The Seahawks gave themselves a chance to win and gave us fans reason to believe that as the season goes on, they could eventually be something, but at the end of the day, they don't get it done. They lose in Denver 27-24. Uh, tough game, tough way to lose. But I have a little bit of anger about the way this game played out for a few reasons, but let's go through this game real quick first. Because the real reason why we lost this game, in my view, my take, is we are putting way too much on the wrong people. That's it. And you're going to want to blame these players, but I'm telling you, do not do that. You're going to want to put this on Trey Flowers. Trey Flowers was the worst Seahawk on the field today, my God. I mean, he was getting burned in coverage by Emmanuel Sanders, Demaryius Thomas, everybody, man. He couldn't keep up in coverage at all. Tackling, he made some tackles later on in the game, but for most of the game, he was trash. Worst player on the field for this team. I'm right there with you. You're going to put it on Shaquem Griffin for having a terrible game. I mean, right at the start of the game, he blows a coverage, gives up a 30-yard catch. Blows a tackle, gives up a 30-yard catch on what should have been a 2-yard catch. And later on the game, he got benched because he was playing so bad. And then he got put back in the game, gave up some receptions to the tight end. And I'm going to say it right now, do not blame those guys. They should not be out there on the field right now. Organizational failures have put them on the field right now. Those guys should not be playing football right now. But they are because they're the best we got. Some of it's bad luck. You want to say it's bad luck? I'll agree with you. KJ Wright getting hurt, that's a big part of the problem. Dante Johnson and Byron Maxwell got hurt. Trey Flowers would not be out there if not for that. But we don't have depth. So those guys who are not ready for NFL football, I'm sorry. Shaquem Griffin, a fifth-round rookie with one hand, is not ready to play in the NFL. Trey Flowers, fifth-round rookie, not ready to play in the NFL. Those guys both should be on the bench learning and playing special teams. And they're out there grinding, giving all they got. That's all you can ask for, guys. It's not their fault. I want to be clear on that. They can only do what God gave them to do with, and that's final. Offensively, I mean, we know what J.R. Sweezy is. DJ Fluker goes out, and we're kind of happy to have a veteran like J.R. Sweezy. J.R. Sweezy's not a good player. J.R. Sweezy is a seventh-round pick who played defensive tackle in college. We put him in at guard because we needed somebody, and he was okay. He was okay in Tampa. We know what he is. So, he goes out there, and he doesn't play his best game. But we gotta understand that's all I got. That's all I can say. Rashad Penny, rookie, he didn't play well today really at all. He didn't make any big plays for us. Maybe it wasn't his fault, but even if it is his fault, we cannot put this on him. He is doing the best that he can as a rookie who missed his preseason, by the way. Chris Carson's basically a rookie too. He played 4 games last year. He may as well be a rookie. So what we're really getting here from these Seattle Seahawks, the main reason why we lost, we're putting a lot of trust in players who shouldn't even be out there. And that's not on the players, that's on the injury gods, and that's on the organization. So, all the people out there who want to make videos or comments or whatever getting mad at the players, it's not a player thing. I believe that. So, that's why we lost. Now, there was some good stuff in this game. I believe that when DJ Fluker gets back, which hopefully will be soon, we can run the ball. We ran the ball well to start this game, and then as things went on, we couldn't get it done. Carson started well. Even Penny made some decent throws. Decent carries. But as this game went on, we just couldn't run the ball for piss. Tyler Lockett, invisible all game, and then he makes a big 50-yard play that nearly won this game for us. Brandon Marshall, look, The offensive pass interference call was I mean, can you at least not make it so fucking obvious? But he also made some big plays down this stretch when, Doug Baldwin was out. It's hard. I mean, we're sitting here expecting Brandon Marshall, who's like 35 years old or whatever, and has shown signs that he's washed up, to go out there and be our number one receiver. That's basically the role he had to play for a good part of this game. He made some plays. Defensively, getting the ball from the opposing offense. And I'm not going to pretend the defense played good today, because they didn't. The defense did not play good today. The only thing they could really do to stop the Broncos was to have frickin' Case Keenum throw the ball right at them. But they made those plays, okay? The defense, I'm not surprised that it's not very good. It's not supposed to be good. We've lost too much talent. We haven't replaced it. So I want to tip my cap to Earl Thomas, who played a great game. Bradley McDougall, who made 2 picks in this game. Should have had maybe 4, honestly, but he made 2, so I'll give him a little bit for that. Michael Dixon, money. Will Dissly, oh my God. I mean, I just went off on how the Seahawks are putting way too much on these rookies right now, but sometimes you get lucky, and holy shit, did we get something with Will Dissly and Michael Dixon. Dixon, we know, is a baller, but I did not see that from Dissly. I wasn't giving him 100 receiving yards on the season. We got 100 receiving yards in week 1. I mean, shame we can't turn it into a win, but, I can give props to those guys for doing their job. All right, touchdown montage on Red Zone is over. So, anger. It has to be said. Number 1, anger target number 1, Seabass. I don't need this from you. You're a veteran. You've been in this league 20 years. You've been in the league almost as long as I've been watching football. If you can't make a fucking 46-yard field goal in Denver, which is basically a 40-yard kick, get off this team. We needed that field goal in this game. This was a high-scoring, high-octane game. Our offense has some problems right now. They can make some plays. We needed that 3 points. I mean, it's obvious how much we needed the 3 points when you look at the final score, but you kick that field goal, it changes the rest of this game. It changes the way we're playing, changes the way Denver plays. So, Seabass, if you're going to brick 46-yard field goals in Denver, you can get the hell off this team, and somebody in this front office needs to figure out how to find a decent kicker. Because we're about to trick off games again because we don't have a good kicker. Number 2, Russell Wilson. He's the only guy I'm mad at. He is the only guy I'm mad at. I get shit every time I make a video where I criticize Russell Wilson. Guys, he got sacked, I think, 7 times in this game. 5 of them were his fault. I went through, I looked at it. I looked at replays on Twitter. I looked at the highlight packages on Twitter. I see a quarterback with no situational awareness. Yeah, I know Affetti sucks. I know Sweezy isn't very good. Deal with it. Okay? How many times today did he run around in the pocket and try to do that spin move and run right into Von Miller or right into another Justin Simmons or whoever the Broncos safety was? You are not supposed to be the one that is making mistakes that cost us football games, and you did today. I cannot... Okay, he made great plays. I know. The touchdown to Dissly, I love it. Touchdown to Lockett, nice throw. I mean, it was an easy throw, but it was a good throw. Marshall, nice touchdown catch, obviously. He made some other good plays too, but I don't need a quarterback who makes some good plays and some bad plays. That just leaves you at 0. And I'm not going to kill him for the pick. That was just Justin Simmons tricking him, being smarter than him, being in a place that Wilson did not expect him to be, but those sacks show me that Wilson is not progressing at all. Denver's got a good pass rush. Get the ball out of your hands. You cannot be the one that is blowing these games for us. You want Aaron Rodgers money at the end of this year? Go out there and earn it, because right now I am down on Wilson. What I saw today was a dude who did not understand the situation, who did not progress from last year, and if he does not show improved situational awareness as this season goes on. I'm gonna, I understand new offensive system. He lost Baldwin today, which really hurt. I mean, my God, he was working with substandard talent. But you cannot be the reason why we're losing these games. I don't care if Trey Flowers and Shaquem Griffin and Rashad Penny and guys like that, or even Will Dissly, who was not a reason why we lost today. If those guys are the reason why we lose games, so be it. That's on the organization. But you cannot be that guy. And today, for every good play I saw another terrible play. How many third down conversions did he have today? Like 2? It was terrible. So yeah, not impressed with Wilson at all. He made some good plays out there, but all I see is a dude who every time he takes a step forward, he takes another step back. I'm calling him out because everything else, whatever, but Wilson's not supposed to be the one blowing these games. That's all I can say. All right. Chicago next week. It would have been nice to give ourselves a cushion going into this Bears game, but I think we can get it done. I think we can improve on what I saw today. And tough way to start the season, but not too different from what I was expecting. All right, see you guys later.